There's so many combinations of enchantments you can combine on different tools and armor sets to custom tailor your build to your playstyle. And today, we're going to focus on weapons and talk about all the best enchantments you can get for your arsenal while we try our best to stay alive and progress with our enchants in our hardcore world. So thanks so much for clicking on another one of these videos. I'm Peacock Plays, and let's get into it. Whoa. Dude, it's too early in the morning for this. Man, it feels good to be back in the hardcore world. It's been too long. How you guys doing? Well, so this is episode 3, and I gotta try to remember where we even left off. I know we built our hobbit hole and the log clog. But like I said in this video, we're gonna get to weapon enchant progression, or at least that's the goal, I think. So I don't know, let's see what's going on here and see if we can come up with a plan. Okay, so if we want to enchant, and we do, we're gonna need a little bit more lapis than that. Mining in the overworld, typically in caves and underground areas, especially around level 0. Okay, so we're gonna mine at level 0. I need more lapis, and I also need a lot more levels. So we'll work on those two things while we talk about the different enchants for the different weapons. I hope we run into a cave because I really don't want to be strip mining for lapis. Oh hey, look at that. Look at that. Well, we'll take a look around, see if we get lucky with any lapis. And there we go. And while we fight this zombie, I think we can start talking about our ideal sword. I think that's what we're gonna start with first. I gotta keep in mind we're playing hardcore, so gotta be careful here. But anyway, okay, sword. We want to have sharp. This is ideal circumstance. We get sharpness 5, sweeping edge 3, fire aspect 2, knockback 2, looting 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. So that's like the perfect sword, and that's a tall order. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull that off today, but that's what we're shooting for in the long run at least. Okay, so now that we kind of went through the best enchantments that we're gonna try to get for our sword, that's basically what we're gonna be talking about with every weapon. Which enchantments do we need on any given weapon to completely max it out? Well, as we go around collecting some lapis so we can enchant, let's take a look at our next weapon, the axe. Now, unbreaking 3 means it'll take longer for the durability of the axe to go down, and mending means that you can get XP to replenish the durability of your axe in this case. Next, we're going to want efficiency 5 because it is an axe. If we're going to use it for wood, we want it to be quick. Then we're going to either want Bane of Arthropods 5, which is good for killing things like spiders or creepers, or we can choose Smite, which is good for undead mobs like skeletons or zombies. But we're going to go with Sharpness 5 because it just does more damage to everything all around. And then, an optional choice, you can put Silk Touch on your axe. We already have Fortune on our pickaxe, so we're not going to need to put Silk Touch on another pick. So we'll put that on our axe. Next, let's talk about the bow. The first thing you're going to want to get is Power 5. Now this is kind of like Sharpness, where it just adds extra damage with every added level you have. Then you're going to want to get Punch 2, which deals a knockback effect to any mob that you hit on impact. Then you're going to want to get Flame, and this just makes it so anything you hit catches on fire, but it also has the added benefit of being able to track your arrows more easily. Then you're going to want Unbreaking 3 again for durability. And finally, you have a choice to make with your bow. You can either go with Mending, which does the same as it does on any other piece of equipment, or you can go with Infinity, which means as long as you have one arrow in your inventory, you can shoot forever without ever running out of arrows. So we're going to go with Mending in our case because we do have a good source of arrows and XP. Next, let's take a look at the Mace. The first thing you want to do, as always, is put Unbreaking 3 and Mending on this guy for durability. And then you'll want to get Windburst 3, which, you guessed it, pops a Windburst effect when you successfully hit a mob while falling. And then you can put Fire Aspect on the mace just like a sword, so whatever you hit catches on fire, and I would highly recommend doing so. And then you have another choice to make when it comes to the mace. You could either put Density on it, which increases the effect of damage dealt while falling, or you could get Breach, which basically just negates armor. We're gonna go with Density though. Up next we have the Crossbow, and yep, we got Unbreaking 3 and Mending on this guy. Then you're going to want to put Quick Charge 3, which just makes the drawback time go a lot quicker for the crossbow. And then you can choose between Multi-Shot or Piercing 4. And while Multi-Shot can be a lot of fun to play around with fireworks, we're going to do Piercing 4 because that actually does a lot of damage. And last but not least, we have the Trident. And finally, for the last time, we do need Unbreaking and Mending on the Trident. And then you can put Impaling 5 on it if you want to, but it doesn't really do anything except kills fish really fast. But you do have a big choice when it comes to choosing between Channeling, Riptide 3, or Loyalty 3. Now Channeling makes a lightning strike happen wherever you throw the Trident, but only when a thunderstorm is happening, and that's pretty rare. Riptide is kinda similar. You can use it to launch yourself through the air as long as you're in contact with water. But we're going to go with Loyalty 3, which makes it so that the Trident will return to your hand wherever you throw it. Alright, so now that we went over all the best enchantments for all the different weapons, I'm going to work on getting my levels up so we can actually max out our own firepower with the weapons I have in this world so far. And while I wait for some more of these skeletons to drop, I want to take a second and talk about this whole giveaway thing. So if you don't know, I just did a giveaway on the channel for Minecraft Experience Cape, and it was my first giveaway ever, and so I had a few hiccups with it, but all in all I think it went well. And for those of you wondering, yes, the giveaway is over at this point, and it went to this guy here who goes by Troy. And he was super appreciative and said he loved the cape, he's always wanted one like this, so yeah, super happy that that went well in the end. And yeah, I'm sorry for the confusion and how I had to kind of restructure how I went about the giveaway in the end. I do thank you and appreciate you guys for your patience. And all that being said, I do plan on doing another giveaway very soon, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and stick around to find out how you might be the winner of the next one. Alright, so we got out of there with 52 levels, and we can always get more if we need them, but I think we're in pretty good shape. We got a bunch of lapis, and we also got a bunch of bows that when combined, it'll get us pretty far on bow progression. But in the meantime, well, I guess we better go to sleep. But also, by far, the hardest enchantment that we're going to need to get is Mending. And I think the way that we're going to need to do that is by utilizing librarian villagers. And thankfully, we have a village right up above our hobbit hole. So in the morning, we'll check that out and see if we could get a librarian to work with us. Alrighty, let's go see. Is anyone home? Oh, we got a farmer right here. Wheat. Okay, we might come back to this guy. Man, I'm really not seeing a whole lot of people. I'm wondering if they might have all gotten taken out. But either way, we do need to get a decent source of emeralds going before we can worry about trading for mending. Here's another guy. And he doesn't have a job. Paper. Okay, we might work with him. Well, we got a few guys to work with, so we'll keep one of them jobless so we can turn him into a librarian, and we'll get on farming some sugarcane and wheat in the meantime. Well, so we tended to our crop fields here in the rain a little bit, and I'd say we got a good amount of stuff, at least to start trading. But I don't know, I think it's probably about time we come up with some more permanent solutions to these little temporary farms. Let me know what you think. Probably not in this video, but maybe in a live stream or a video to come. And now for the fun one. Alrighty, we got mending. It takes 12 emeralds and a book, and we don't have that. We better just hope that he doesn't change his mind before we're able to lock in the trade. Oh, you know what? Now we can go lock in our trades and get some emeralds. Mending. Yeah. Okay, so we want mending on our sword, our bow, and our axe. So that means we need 33 emeralds and 3 books. Guess we better get to work. Okay, let's see if our mending guy will give us enough emeralds to get the 3 books. Paper. Well, there's our 33 emeralds. And let's get our 3 books. Nice. Mending acquired. I'm gonna store these things safely in the log clog for now, because that's where we're going to be doing most of our enchanting anyway. Now that we're done getting mending, which is pretty much the most difficult part of the whole enchanting process, we can focus on building up our swords. So let's go craft a few more swords and get to enchanting. Alrighty, so I think we have everything we need to get enchants on a sword, a bow, and an axe. That's all the weapons we have right now, which I think will be good enough for this video. But we got lapis to enchant, we got mending books, and then we already got a head start on our bows. So let's check out some sword enchants. Sharpness 4, knockback 2. Sharpness 4, that'll get us sharpness 5. Unbreaking 3, we do want that. Let's combine these guys. Okay, so we still need Sweeping Edge 3, Fire Aspect 2, and Looting 3 before we put Mending on this guy. Okay, so I had to come back down to get some more levels, and I did that, and I think we're in pretty good shape now. And we also got a flame bow, which is pretty good. We keep accidentally making progress on our bow. But with that said, let's get back to the sword for now. Ooh, it's nighttime. It might be a little sketchy. Ooh, there's a creeper. Let's try to avoid him. Ah, so close. Run, run, run. I might not be able to sleep when I get there because these mobs are following me. We'll find out if I'm quick enough. Ah! No! Okay, we made it. Woo! Alright, so at this point, if we don't get Looting, Sweeping Edge, or Knockback, then we're not going to keep any enchantments on a sword, and we're just going to try again. So I'm going to try to just knock the sword out really quick, and then I'll come check in again. Ooh, Looting 3. And there's our Fire Aspect. Wonderful. You know, for our purposes, I'm going to say that Sweeping Edge 2 is close enough. Oh no, our anvil broke. Guess we gotta go make a new anvil. Oh no, I don't think that's gonna be enough. Okay, now we should be able to combine these swords. Boom. And there we go. That's the most OP sword in the game, and we can check that off our list. Next, we can take a look at the bow. In our case, that kind of just looks like doing our best to try to combine these things in the most efficient way possible, which I don't really have any confidence that we're going to be able to do. Just kidding, we can totally do this. So I was enchanting a bow trying to get one more level of punch, and I got this guy, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's start combining these guys together. That's our bow done as well. Now all that's left is our axe. Let's get to that. Well, the first thing we gotta do with our axe is head back down to the skeleton farm because we just used up all of our levels. Okay, we can start with our first round of enchants on these axes. Okay, so all we have left to get is sharpness 5 because we already have mending, and I think you can only do that with books, so let's try that here. Dang, I missed it on the recording, but we got sharpness 3, that's pretty good. No way. Okay, well that'll get us sharpness 4. That might be about as close as we can get right now. Yeah, that's a pretty good axe. I think we're gonna live with sharpness 4. And it looks like we're gonna have a chance to test out our brand new fangled weapon set. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ah! The rest of them are up there. Let's see how good of a shot I am. Not too good. Got one of them. Oh, here they come. Come on, boys. Uh-oh. Let's try the axe. Whoa, the axe is a one-hit kill. No wonder your buddies use these. Wow, that's crazy. Remind me to bring this with me to the Woodland Mansion. Ooh. Nobody's home. Time to go to sleep. Whoa. Dude, it's too early in the morning for this. Oh no. Man, this axe is too good. I took my house down. me pick that up. Well, hey, I think that's gonna do it for this video now that we got our weapons, well, the weapons we have in this hardcore world so far all maxed out. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for checking out the video. Thank you so much for clicking on it and all the support. Hey, we just reached 350 subscribers as of the last video, so I just want to thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, if you're new around here and you do want to stick around for info on giveaways or just because you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe. It ain't gonna hurt you. But yeah, thank you guys so much again. I'm Peacock Plays, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Whoa. Dude, it's too early in the morning for this. Nobody's home.